Welcome to Blissful Garden, a place where we share our passion and stories about flowers together. Here you can stop to breathe and appreciate the beauty of nature around you. In today's video, I will guide you on how to change the growing medium and care for orchids effectively, helping each part of the plant grow well and the flowers bloom brightly and last long. When planting orchids, if you notice that the roots are growing strong but the pot is too small, this is a sign that the plant needs a new space to continue growing better. We need to immediately repot it to give the roots space to grow, helping the plant to be healthy and bloom year-round. You can see that the root system of the plant is developing very well, but on the surface of the substrate, some areas have turned black and there are some weeds growing. We need to remove them. Before transplanting the tree into a new environment, we need to cut off the rotten and damaged roots to help the tree focus its nutrients on developing new roots. Remove some of the substrate at the bottom because it has been waterlogged. If left like this, it will lead to root rot. Any leaf that is wilted or no longer has life should be removed. After finishing trimming the plants, I will proceed to make fertilizers to care for the plants. Here I will use 1 lemon. Lemon has a very positive effect on orchids due to its rich properties in organic acids and vitamin C. Cut the lemon in half. Take 1/2 and squeeze it, removing the seeds. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any useful videos. Then add 500 milliliters of clean water, stir well, and let it rest for 15 minutes before using. After 15 minutes, the active ingredients in it have been stabilized. We will scoop out a portion of that nutrient into a small cup to care for the plant. Use a soft cotton pad soaked in nutrients, then gently wipe it over the leaves of the orchid. Using a light citric acid solution in lemon juice helps to clean the surface of the leaves, removing dirt, salt residues, and long-standing impurities, thus enhancing photosynthesis. At the same time, lemon juice also has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping to limit the intrusion of bacteria, mold, and various types of soft-bodied pests that often hide on the underside of the leaves. Another important effect is that lemon juice makes the leaves shiny, reducing the phenomenon of leaf yellowing due to salt accumulation or environmental impacts. I will take out the remaining lemon water to use. Here I will use milk. Milk contains many proteins, amino acids, vitamins, and essential minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. These components contribute to nourishing the roots, leaves, and promoting the overall growth of the plant. I take 2 tablespoons of milk to dissolve with lemon juice. Pour an additional 500 milliliters of clean water into the mixture. Then stir well and let it sit for 15 minutes for the active ingredients to dissolve. I use a large pot to put the orchid growing medium in it. Then I will water the nutrient into the orchid substrate and soak it in there for 25 minutes. Soaking the orchid substrate in this solution provides dual benefits, both disinfecting and supplying nutrients. Citric acid in lemon juice has a mild antibacterial ability, helping to remove mold, bacteria, and potential pathogens in the substrate, while also cleansing the accumulated mineral salts that are detrimental to root development. After 25 minutes, we will take the orchid out. The 25-minute soaking process is enough for the active ingredients in the solution to permeate and take effect, but it does not cause excess that leads to fermentation or unpleasant odors. As a result, after treatment, the substrate becomes clean, balanced, safe for the newly formed young roots, and supports the orchid in optimally absorbing nutrients when replanted. For planting pots, I will use a pot with drainage holes, breathable. As for the growing medium, I will use pine bark, the best choice for orchids. I will spread larger pine bark pieces down first to help the substrate drain well and avoid the common root rot issue. Pine bark retains stable moisture and, due to its structure, roots will have separate space to grow better within the substrate. In addition, pine bark has mild antibacterial properties that help repel insects and clean the substrate. Please tell me which country you are from. It's amazing that we can chat together across the world. After planting, we will gently tap the edges of the pot to ensure that the pine bark is evenly packed into the substrate, helping to secure the plant more firmly. Next, cover the surface of the substrate with a layer of moss to help retain moisture and prevent rapid evaporation of water in hot weather, while also protecting the plant roots that stick out from external influences. The remaining nutrients I will pour into the bottle to spray on the newly planted orchid. If you have difficulty during the video playback, please turn on the subtitles in the corner of the screen or leave a comment below. I will answer your questions. When spraying this nutrient on orchid leaves, the plant will receive many practical benefits. The acid in lemon helps to clean the surface of the leaves, removing dirt, salt residues, and preventing the growth of mold and bacteria. At the same time, the nutrients in milk such as calcium, protein, and vitamins create a thin layer that covers the leaves, helping the leaves stay green and glossy, reducing the invasion of pests and increasing the ability to photosynthesize. Instead of spraying, we can water directly onto the substrate. When directly watering this nutrient into the growing medium, the active ingredients in lemon help to clean the growing environment, inhibit bacteria and pathogens that cause root rot, while also adjusting the pH to a slightly acidic level, which is very suitable for the growth of orchid roots. At the same time, milk provides a small amount of protein, amino acids, and minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and potassium, creating an easily absorbable organic nutrient source for plants. Next, soak the substrate in this nutrient solution for 20 minutes to create the best conditions for the plants to absorb. After 20 minutes, we will take the orchid pot out. Before putting it into the natural environment, we need to wipe off any residual fertilizer droplets on the leaves. This helps us to clean the orchid leaves once more and at the same time eliminate the damp environment that prevents mold from having the opportunity to develop. During this stage, we need to put the plants in a well-ventilated place with more light so that they can grow optimally. After 3 weeks of care, the orchids show a notable change in vitality and appearance. The leaves become thick, glossy green, and have a natural shine, significantly reducing the occurrence of yellowing or the spots commonly seen. Thanks to the clean leaf surfaces, the plant photosynthesizes more effectively, as evidenced by the bright leaf color and the uniform development of new shoots. The orchid's root system is beginning to sprout many new roots, bright white, plump, and healthy, stretching out to seek nutrients and tightly anchoring itself to the clean and microorganism-rich substrate. Here I have added nutrients beforehand to continue taking care of the plants. Pour the nutrient solution into the spray bottle through the method of manure through leaves to take care of the plants. This is a simple yet highly effective method, helping the plant to quickly absorb nutrients from the leaves. This abundant nutrition will stimulate the plant to grow strong and healthy. This nutrient also creates a resonance effect. The leaves not only become brighter and thicker, but also have better natural resistance to environmental changes. I will continue to water the remaining nutrients into the growing medium and orchid roots. This combination not only helps the roots to be strong, bright, and grow many new root tips, but also stimulates the beneficial microorganisms in the growing medium to develop, helping the process of organic matter decomposition to occur more balanced. Next, soak it in here for 20 minutes to help the plant absorb nutrients better. In 20 minutes, we will use a soft cloth to wipe away the drops of fertilizer that remain on the leaves, helping to remove harmful insects and pathogens, making the leaves smooth and shiny, which will allow for better photosynthesis and stronger plant growth. Then take the plant out and put it in the ideal environment in the garden for it to gradually thrive. After the next month of care maintained with natural nutrients through the applied methods, the orchid continues to show a clear breakthrough. The leaves maintain a thick, shiny green color, while the new leaves that sprout are wider and stronger compared to the previous stage. The green roots extend beyond the substrate and penetrate deep into it, demonstrating a stable nutrient absorption capability. From the old flower stalk, new flower stalks begin to sprout, initially slender, but after a few weeks become plump and strong, stretching long and pointing upward, showing abundant vitality. On the flower stalks, small buds are neatly arranged, round and covered with a thin, glossy layer, a sign that the plant is accumulating enough nutrients to prepare for a splendid blooming phase. I hope that with perseverance and proper care, you will have more healthy orchids and vibrant flowers in your garden. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, so I have more motivation to share even more great methods about growing and caring for orchids. Hello and see you in the next videos.